The 2025 Royal Rumble is officially this Saturday. This year's Royal Rumble may be the most stacked Royal Rumble I think that we have had in several years. There's a ton of people in it. There's really honestly hard decisions when it comes to making these prediction videos for the Royal Rumble. So, with that being said, we're going to give you our thoughts, our picks, our predictions for who's going to win this year's Royal Rumble. The women's Royal Rumble match is, of course, going to be a very interesting women's Royal Rumble. There's a lot of big names inside this one that's already declared. We got Nia Jax, you got Bailey, you got Charlotte Flair, who's coming back from a ACL, MCL, and I do believe a meniscus tear. Naomi, Bianca, Liv, Lyra, Raquel, and Ivy Nile. All big names inside the women's division currently on the main roster. And there's several people on this list that could easily win the Royal Rumble this year. And now, of course, there are a few on here that are tag team champions. And of course, most of the time, they normally don't win. And the reason that would be, in my opinion, is because of someone that I see returning this year and could turn inside this match at the Royal Rumble, Jade Cargill. I think this is where we finally get to figure out, hey, this is who took me out. This is what's happened, and here's why. And that'll start a big feud there. Other possible returns that I could easily see happening is Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss was supposed to be a part of the Wyatt Six. We're not sure what really happened there. As a fan of the Wyatt Six, I was really hoping to see Alexa brought back into the fold just because of all the fantastic work she did with Bray. And here we are. It's not happened yet. It is still to come, maybe. But either way, I'd like to see Alexa return here, have a good spot inside the Royal Rumble. Becky Lynch, who we've seen advertised inside of the Raw Netflix previews. We thought she was returning on the debut of Netflix, but she didn't show up. So I'm not sure if it just got pushed back or if she decided that she was wanting to do a few other things. But I think this is the moment we see Becky Lynch show back up inside the Royal Rumble. Asuka. Asuka has been hurt for a while. I know when they were in Japan, we seen that she done a event with Damage Control. She was there with Kyrie and Io. So getting to see her there, I was really anticipating her returning a lot sooner. But it hasn't happened as of yet. I think with Dakota Kai going down and now Kyrie Sane being out as well, you got Io all alone by herself once again. I think Asuka showing back up here would really help her. Kiana James, who got injured on a dark match with Natalya, I think it was about 6 months ago now. She, I think, would be almost ready to come back as well. I don't think she had to have surgery. I think she more or less sprained her MCL or ACL. And this would be a good moment for her. She got a quick call up from NXT, was on Raw, doing a lot of good stuff, getting over with Natalya, and then the injury bug, of course, took her out. So I could see her easily making a run back as well. And then the one I think a lot of us are going to want to see in this, I think AJ Lee. I think everybody is hoping that AJ Lee returns inside the Women's Royal Rumble. I know I am. AJ Lee and CM Punk, they always had the good chemistry in the ring. Of course, that is his wife. I know it would be good for her to get back into the WWE, get a spot inside the Rumble, have that crowd reaction, have that welcoming back into WWE. Then, with our fantastic TNA partnership with the WWE, there are possible surprises as well coming out of there. Of course, you can see Ash by Elegance show up. She would, she's a former WWE. She'd have a good spot inside there as well. I don't think it would hurt anyone inside the ring or herself to just show up and make a statement. We have Rosemary. Rosemary has been on NXT a lot. She's gotten over with the crowds there. She is very liked in the NXT locker room, so I could easily see her coming up as well. You do have the newly signed juggernaut, Jordan Grace, who will be in this Royal Rumble. She's going to have a huge impact. She is my huge impact maker inside the women's Royal Rumble, just like Jacob Fatu was in our men's predictions. Jordan Grace is going to have a big moment. She will not win the Royal Rumble, of course, but she's going to eliminate several people. She's going to show off the powerhouse that she is. She's going to be a force inside the women's division moving forwards. Now, where they put her, NXT, SmackDown, Raw, I think we see her on SmackDown, which will give SmackDown's division a little bit more of the powerhouse side, the dominant women's division that they can be. Of course, NXT is going to have a play in the women's division, I do believe, more than what we're going to see on the men's side of this. We know we're going to see Roxanne Perez because Roxanne Perez and Bayley are having this feud actually on NXT. Bayley and Julia are going to be going up against Cora Jade and Roxanne in tag team action. So that could have a lot of play on that as well. Speaking of Cora Jade, she is someone I am expecting to see inside the Royal Rumble as well with Roxanne. I'm expecting to see Jada Parker. I truly believe she's going to have a big moment in this as well. And then Lola Vice. Lola Vice has been very dominant in NXT. Very impressive with the crowd. Her matches are fantastic. Her and Jada Parker had a great feud. So I could see them two easily being inside this Royal Rumble. When you look at the women's Royal Rumble, for me, the final four walking into this, you will be having Charlotte Flair, you will be having Bayley, you will be having Nia, and at the current moment, I am going to say Jordan Grace. I think those four are going to be the four that will run WWE through 25. So I think that's going to be the focal point of what we're going to be looking at. Now, of course, a lot of people would like to see Bayley win it again, do a repeat, and go on and take the title off of, I do believe, Rhea. That's what a lot of people want to see. Nia, on the other hand, she would be the heel side that could win it and go after either or. Tiffany took the title off of her. Rhea's beat her twice. It makes perfect sense. Jordan Grace, on the other hand, that's my wild card pick for this one. If she won it, she'd go after either one. She hasn't faced either one. She could be there making a name for herself. I could see that easily being the case. Charlotte Flair, on the other hand, has came back from injury, is wanting to prove she is back where she should be. I do believe if Charlotte Flair wins this, she'll be going after Tiffany Stratton. A lot of people are already saying that's supposed to happen at WrestleMania. And of course, I don't want to pick that off of that simple fact. A lot of rumors are coming out that that's a potential match. To me, that would be a perfect match without any speculation. So I want to see Charlotte Flair win this and either go after Rhea, which we know she's beat in the past. She's beat the NXT version of Rhea, the young WWE version of Rhea, but she hasn't went after Mommy. So that would be a great match. The Queen versus Mommy. It could possibly happen. But for me, I would really like to see Charlotte Flair go up against Tiffany Stratton at WrestleMania. I think the match would be great. They'd work great inside the ring together. And this could be a way of Charlotte, giving Tiffany the final push that she would need inside WWE, even though she's already done tremendously well. This would be another great push for her. So, let me know in the comments what you think, who you want to see win the Women's Royal Rumble. If there's anyone from TNA or NXT that I left off, of course, let me know because I'd love to talk about it. And as always, make sure you check out the description because there is a link to join the Kraken tribal community. Once you're in there, you do get custom badges and emotes. You'll get exclusive videos and members only watch alongs. You will also be a part of the WWE 2K25 community that we are working on as well, and so much more for that. And as always, we will be live for the Royal Rumble Saturday, and I hope you have a fantastic day.